The whole team played really solid.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about that.
That was the most impressive thing about USF Autonomy was that he was when he had the life lead, he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't throwing out random pokes,
me and him play a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like the only Fae that gets like really close to beating me sometimes.
Yeah.
And and basically he was just like, dude, how do I play this? I was like, sit the hell down. And he started doing that, and we've been having really great sets. All right, is it bun check or we?
Yes. No, so I don't think so. I think we got Peninsula Team A, South Bay Team A.
Oh yeah, we're in there.
Kirakiba versus Julio.
All right, so this. So I'm not sure if this is one of those matchups where like just the hyper aggression just bodies DJ. But what I seem to see a trend here is that all of like the top tier of today is an even matchup with DJ. Is kind of something I've seen a lot. I talked to Willpower a lot. I go, hey, how do you deal with Kim? He goes, I deal fine. I think it's really even. I go, great. How do you deal with Adon? Same way. Like.
Yeah. He's sort of a sneakily good character, for the metagame.
He is the biggest. Wow. He is the biggest sleeper other than Goken.
Yeah. Speaking of sleeping, if you were sleeping, you just watched Kirakiba very convincingly take a round against Julio.
Yeah.
Top Yun in NorCal.
Best Yun in NorCal by like a pretty far margin too.
Yeah.
And it's pretty surprising to see Kirakiba lock him down so well. We're really gonna have to see an adjustment from Julio. And there it is right there. It has to just do with the 50-50 vortex. You just got to get in Kirakiba's head.
Yeah.
That sounds very general and vague, but what I really mean is like what we saw, the command grab right there. Yeah. You have to make Kirakiba feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And you're seeing this. You're seeing more, random up kicks from Kirakiba.
Yeah. Oh, it looks
coming back here.
Oh, but Chip, he's in Chip danger. Goes for the lunge punch and it whiffs. Oh, he could have whiff punished the sweep. That sweep is active for days. And this is really tense for Julio. He's already down a round because it was so quick. Yeah, that was his to have. He was just scared of something random coming out of Kirakiba, which is something that you should be concerned about against Kirakiba. He's very much, I think you're doing this right now, and he will do it.
Yep.
And that is not a criticism in any way. Because he beats people like that.
He was great,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Burning meter to get that extra damage, but just look at the life lead right now.
If he needs it, if he gets down, I'll have super.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. By the time Julio makes a big comeback, he's gonna have super. Oh no, that could have been a guaranteed anti-air. Julio's gonna have super soon. He's not out yet in any sense. He just he can't eat any more damage. Oh, and he ends up burning it. He's going for the high-low. Or not really a high-low, kind of like a low-low. Yeah. But he gets the command grab off, gets some good damage, goes for the... Oh, and he wanted to go for the reset, and Kirakiba ends up taking it against Julio.
Very impressive by Kirakiba.
Yeah, it was just great lockdown.
Yeah, Julio, going for the super there because he looks at his life and he thinks, I might not have a chance. I'm going to use this to try to get a mix-up instead of, really trying to go for a huge combo.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to have Kelvin and Willpower. Now, basically, Kelvin, if you remember, from HodoCon, we had Tyler J, a really great, lame, patient Makoto, ended up losing to Kirakiba, and then Kelvin went up, turned up the temperature, don't, ignore the pun, and then just mauled Kirakiba. Yeah. I mean, Kirakiba was actually making a really great comeback, but Kelvin nipped it in the bud with that amazing ultra, which was probably one of the highlights of the tournament. And I feel that if Kelvin's team ends up down 2-0, that Kelvin's going to be the one to make a huge comeback. Yeah,
Kelvin, I mean, you're seeing it, a lot more in NorCal Battle Royale. You have these moments when Kelvin's on, and it's a monster.
Yeah, it's when we had the team of 3 Makotos, we had Devin, Kelvin, and Tyler. We went, okay, Devin, hyper-aggressive, super risky. Kelvin, hyper-aggressive, much more kind of option selecty and a little more safe. And then you had Tyler J, who was all safe all day, no risk ever. And then, so you had this wonderful dynamic, and I feel that Kelvin is kind of the most effective combination of those other 2 players. Yep. And also, Tyler J hasn't been around to prove us wrong. We haven't seen him at a venue since HodoCon.
So here we go. Willpower versus the Mac Daddy.
The Mac Daddy, which was actually the name of the team of the 3 Makotos when Kelvin still called himself Kelvin, or when he called himself Noege. So yeah, but this is a very different DJ than Kirakiba. We're dealing with a DJ who's much more patient in dire situations. It's a lot less. It's a much lower risk.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that it's more predictable.
Yeah.
Kirakiba, not predictable, much higher risk.
You're seeing the Mac Daddy's making him jump, folks.
Big damage. Oh, goes for the cross under. I think Willpower thought it was going to be a fake.
Yep.
I think I'm not sure if Makoto can actually fake the cross under because her dash is so far.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how she can make that work.
Not sure.
But yeah, Kelvin turning up the speed. Let's see if Willpower can keep up in the second round. Great blocks coming out of Kelvin right now. Oh, and an untimely whiff. Oh, and he went for the throw. A great punish with the axe kick right there. EX is out, but he takes some damage for his trouble. I didn't know the Fierce would reach that.
Just barely enough, I think.
Oh, gets it. Is it Ultra? Is the Ultra good? It looks good. All right, Peninsula A is not out of here yet. Big damage. And the funny thing is, the only reason Willpower doesn't have Oki after that is because he shakes the maracas.
Hey, you know, you got to get style points.
But there's,
just like that with a command grab, he says, I got combos into ultras too.
Yep.
And they're way easier.
Yeah, exactly, right? So Kelvin ends up taking it. Like I said, he's the one to make comebacks in this set. So now we're going to have Terry against Crackfiend.
So it's a match that's featured more trash talk historically than
trash talk historically. You know, this is a matchup where the crowd's really divided.
Yeah.
Some people want to see Terry win because they don't want to see Crackfiend win inherently, and then they want to see Crackfiend win because it would be funny.
Yeah. So, but you know, I mean, after last Thursday, you know, maybe
week.
Some people are looking for the humor of Crack losing.
Yeah,
it's sort of a.
I'm not going to comment on that since I'm on mic, but we're not going to see any stick throwing. I'm gonna point that one out because I
don't think you can't reach a wall.
There's
too many people in this
there's
room.
only people, so that can only go badly.
So.
We're getting into your head. So basically, he just got super chewed out on Facebook.
But to Crackfiend's credit, you know, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
he puts a lot of work in teaching people the fundamentals of the game.
And this is a matchup that he knows really well. Yeah. It could have a lot more to do with that he knows Terry really well, rather than Akuma.
This is definitely a matchup where you know. This is not Akuma versus Balrog. This is Terry versus Crack.
Yeah, this is Kaneda versus Crack. And Crack is going to do some weird stuff, and Terry's going to might not see it coming, or he might. It's a lot of turn punches. It's a lot of dash punches to try to close the gap. You see other Balrogs try to do more of a walk-in block. You see that a lot less from Crackfiend. It's a, I hope I get in, because when I do, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't die before I get in.
Yep.
It's a very simple style.
Yep. Crack with a big life lead and the corner here.
And it's pretty much kind of 100% Yomi based. Yep. Other than that, though, Crackfiend is he's a really good button listener. If he sees that he's out of space where he knows that all your normals are going to whiff, if he hears a button, he's really ready to whiff punish something.
Yeah.
Oh, bad drop out of Terry. Oh, and that's the round right there. You can't be throwing DPs on Boxer, especially when he has charge. Oh, it's not it. Terry's still in it. Akuma is the character to make a comeback, but Terry's not the one to make a comeback.
Yeah, I think we all had it in the back of our mind. We were just wondering if he was just going to let a demon rip anyway.
Well, okay, because here's the thing. The further away Crackfiend is from Terry's body is the least expected the demon is. That was a weird grammar sentence. But it basically, he saw, hey, he's like a foot away from me. It would be really unexpected. If Crackfiend did like a low, strong shimmy, the demon would have gotten him.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a meaty, I mean, the shimmy would option select it. But yeah, it would still be less expected. Oh, what a whiff punish. That's what I was saying. He heard the button.
But Terry quickly regains the life lead.
Oh,
and a lot more.
What a wonky combo, and Terry's not happy about that. He has the life lead. He's still in a good position, but he could have almost ended the round right there. And Crackfiend's really bringing this round back in his favor.
Regains the life lead, gets the corner.
Oh, and
Low
that's
strong focus cancel throw.
I haven't seen a gimmick like that in a long time.
Wow, impressive round from Crack.
Last time I saw that was Mike Ross. Instead of jab hands, he would do
Jab hands.
No, just cancel the jab and then throw. And it was just way earlier than anyone expected. But yeah, good move from Crack. That was pretty cool.
So Kirakiba took round 1, but he's got to take rounds 2 and 3 for the team.
Yeah.
So he's got to go through Mac Daddy and a surprisingly impressive Crack there.
RG, so, are you gonna eat anytime? Are you gonna eat at any point? Is anyone eating at any point?
So yeah, we got DJ and Makoto. Both the players can be pretty aggressive when they want to be. Kelvin recently becoming known as the master of the Doria on Mike Ross's neighborhood.
I mean, there's Master of Doria. What, Kelvin? Was he on Mike Ross's neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
He went on Mike Ross's neighborhood, and it was pretty much it was how do you do EWGF?
The Doria,
like, yeah. So it was getting exposure. It was cool.
Yeah, so. Matt, I'm really hungry right now, Matt. Anyways, not only is Kelvin the master of Doria, but his girlfriend's the master of Doria, posting YouTube videos on Facebook, which I found very entertaining.
You can find us on Facebook, folks, at our names.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Don't, but I don't have a fan page. I don't need one. So yeah, this is basically the run back of Hadoken, except for you only have one game. So I think that heavily puts this in Kelvin's favor. The one game dynamic, I think that it's going to be harder for Kirakiba to adapt to what Kelvin's rushdown is going to be, rather than what Kirakiba's rushdown is going to be for Kelvin. Yeah, and like this is a lot of what we saw. Oh, and this is exactly what we saw at Hadoken. It was a ton of axe kicks because at every point in time, Kirakiba was afraid of the command grab.
So such huge damage from Makoto. Great stun. It was, it's gonna be a quick match.
Yeah, I mean it's set up to be. Yeah. What happened last time was that second round Kirakiba did really well. Well, really second game Kirakiba did really well, but right now each round's a game.
Yeah.
So this is looking. Oh yeah, this is looking like Kelvin's match right now. And this is gonna look like South Bay is gonna take it unless Kirakiba makes something happen. He gets out, but the same thing happened to Willpower. He gets fierce anyways. Oh, he dropped the combo. Oh, and that was disappointing. And yeah, he gets it in very quick fashion. Okay, so, here's the thing.
Makoto very confident.
Kelvin is the fastest player I know, not only because he ends rounds quickly, but he shakes your hand and he gets out. He's done. Unplugged, stick wrapped up, we're done here. Boom!
That was, that was tough.
Yeah, that was...
two very convincing wins against the DJs from Kelvin.
Very convincing.